Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Sapphire. It is I, Xilestar, today. Okay, so a lot of grinding has been happened, as you can clearly see here. So everybody has their things. Dalikos has had his 1496 I think, or whatever experience it was, so now we just have a clear 9,000 experience left over. I hope I did keep the original number. I know I did say it out loud at one point, so it's not like I haven't said it out loud before. Okay, so I don't have it. Either that or it's in a... Oh, it could be in my drive. Anyway, so we have 9,000 experience. What we're going to do is that after any crucial kind of thing that happens, so like let's say we beat the 4th gym, at the end we'll give like 1,000 experience. Since now it's not really going to do anything. I did say I was going to use the Dalikos that's currently in the PC to show off like how much that experience would actually make Dalikos' level. I didn't do that. I'm not going to do that. That sounds very silly for me to do anyway. So I did train up everybody. I trained up Elsbeth. I did train up Elsbeth. I did train up Brina. Brina is now close to a level up. And when Brina gets that level up, she will evolve. I didn't do anything with Jacques Mortar because, well, she was the last one, so it's like, is there really a point in me leveling her up off camera, or can I just do it on camera while we're going through the gym kind of thing? And Xilestar, same idea. I got it as close to where it was, and it was fine. And obviously I didn't do anything with Dalikos. Anyway, so after I was done with the training, I went into different areas, into different locations to sort of try and sort of like to be able to get the experience. So I did go through the Jagged Pass in order to try and see if those high-level Pokemon would be helpful. They ended up being more of a nuisance in terms of like being able to take down my Pokemon with like 1 or 2 hits than actually being very beneficial for experience. So I stopped. Then I started hanging around this area. Then I thought that's not going to be a good idea because, well, there's not many Pokemon I can take down. So I went back over to this route, and I was farming off of a lot of them. And one of the actual like things that I ended up doing was that I was like hanging around the Ash area, finding a lot of different things to farm. And by the time that it got to certain stages, I was farming off of this area, and I was farming off of this route as well. Not to Meteor Falls though, but to this route in general. And I got a lot of decent experience from each and every Pokemon, and Karuga got, like, obviously, as you can clearly see, Karuga got a lot of experience. And Karuga only learned, I think, like maybe 1 move, and that was Metal Claw. That's it. Oh, Metal Claw and Takedown, but I'm not gonna get rid of Headbutt for Takedown for, what, 5 extra damage, but for having the... like, for having, like, 5 less accuracy, not worth. Especially since Headbutt also causes flinching. Which does make it so that, like, it's kind of more useful. So, yeah. So, let's go through the 4th gym. So, I'm going to try and not use Dalikos nearly as much. I'm going to try and use Brina and Xilestar. I think one of the trainers uses a, what do you call it? A Kecleon. So we'll try and see if we can do that. Are we going to be facing trainers? Yes. Ow, 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 ow. Yikes, it's hot. Sure is, buddy. Sure is. It's probably because... oh, it doesn't tell you the trainers and what Pokemon they have. Anyway, Wing Attack. Aww. That might take me out. No, it didn't. Good. kind of hoping it wouldn't take me out, though. Quick attack. Endeavor? No, we don't need Endeavor. At least the only thing I have to worry about now is mostly just, like, getting the training. Like, getting the experience. Like, I don't have to worry about, like, EV training at the same time. My quick reaction is to go to Dalikos, because I don't have anything else I can counter. Unless I can try Karuga, but Karuga is not very good in this gym. I guess I could try Yuckle Mortar and see how far that goes. There you go, Intimidate. Now your Rock Slide. It's not going to do a lot. Oh, you increase your defense. That's good. Not good for me, but it's good for you. Anyway, Bite. It's going to use... Hopefully it's going to use Smog again, so we can do a clean sweep to Karuga. Aww. So that shouldn't do a lot. Yeah, so Karuga is perfectly EV trained to what we had discussed at one time, which is 252 attack. Yeah, 252 attack, 192 health, 4 in speed, and whatever's left over was in defense. Now, if you were wondering, I think it's 62 defense. How did I do the defense EVs? Well, I can show you that too. So, while I was training for the health EVs, I was keeping very, very heavy track as to how much defense EVs I was getting. Because in the area, I could work on both at the same time, which was really good. So I'll show that off. I'm blinded by sweat in my eyes. Sure. Why not, buddy? Peanuts evolving! Definitely could have used the power boost from it evolving, but it's fine. Training Tailo wasn't really that bad. By training a Swellow will make things much easier. Yeah, so in order for me to train my defense EVs, I ended up going to... Give it to zoom in. So after I was done with attack EVs, I was searching for defense EVs of what I can find in the early routes while I was working on health EVs over on this route because Wurmple doesn't spawn here, so it's fighting here. And I think I was going to here as well. Then I found out that in Petalburg Woods... Where's Petalburg Woods? Is there not a thing for it? Okay, well, in Petalburg Woods, Silcoon and Cascoon give you two defense EVs. So with the Macho Brace, that becomes 4 every time you take them out. So I had to perfectly calculate. When I reached 60, I did use PK Hex to kind of help me out a little bit. And by the time it was done, I had to take off the Macho Brace so that the next time I took it down, I took down a Silcoon and Cascoon kind of thing. It would give me two defense EVs. One of the funniest parts is that as soon as I took the Macho Brace off, I'm finding I'm finding Wurmples, Shroomish, like more often than when I was actually farming for the health EVs. Because Wurmple, as we already know, gives us health EVs. Shroomish also gives health EVs for some weird reason. And Slackoth also gives health EVs. So it was perfect to go to the woods because you have 3 different encounters that have the chance of giving you that health EV. So it was really good. But as soon as I was trying to finish off defense so I didn't have to worry about it anymore, all these health EV Pokemon are coming in and going like, yeah, we're gonna come in and we're only gonna give you that 1 EV point. No, like I ran away from those and I'm like, of course, now you all spawn. And even when I was trying to work on, what was it? What was I trying to work on? I'm just going to switch to Xavier Salvo. I'm going to switch train, though. I'll use Dalikos, it's fine. I don't want to use Dalikos, but it depends on what Pokemon. Can your Pokemon stand 392-degree heat? Maybe. But, yeah, like there's the Kecleon. That's what I wanted. I might not even need to switch. Since Heat Seed. I might not even need to switch. Yeah, it might be a little rough. Oh, that was exactly half. Okay. Well, I'll switch to Dalikos then. That's okay. Dalikos will handle it. But yeah, like I had a fun time just training with that. That took like, I want to say about 3 hours to do. 3.5 hours. And I was like just constantly working on that though. And then I got tired of I literally got tired. I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go take a nap. And then as soon as I woke up from my nap, I'm like, oh, I gotta go work on the other Pokemon at the same time though. I gotta get them like close to the level. Meanwhile, Karuga ends off at level 15, 16, something like that. And if you're wondering why Karuga wasn't like very high level, Karuga started off, I think, at level 10, I think, and going from 10 to 16 might not look like a lot though, but Karuga has a slow XP curve, which means that it takes more experience for it to level up. Yeah, we got a Breloom now. That'll be very helpful. Not for a while, but that'll be very helpful. I'll just use Dalikos for the rest of the gym. Are you a trainer too? Or are you a trainer? You're not a trainer. No, you don't need to, trainer. Trainers give you experience and give you money. And money is pretty much what we need to finance our journey. Trying to relieve my stress. Don't come along and stress me out. Okay. What again? I like vaguely, well, it was Ruby, it's not Sapphire though, but I vaguely remember going into this gym with like a level 36 Swampert and just dominating because like Swampert was way too strong. It was a lot of fun though. Oh, finally flames you good. That's not very nice. Is that another trainer? No. It's not very nice, though. I hope our gym leader beats you up. Man, that's not very nice. No, he didn't say that, but, like, that's pretty much what he meant. You're the trainer. Okay, I'll battle with you. You make it sound like I didn't have a choice. Or it sounded like there was a choice. Like you had a choice, like, maybe I should battle you. It's like... You had a choice? Strength. Oh, but you're too strong. Sure am. Right. You must be getting tired by now. You'd like to rest in the hot sand, wouldn't you? But you should know that maintaining your willpower is an important ability for all trainers. You do realize that I am just getting experience from my Pokemon. Or you're just experience from my Pokemon and to give me money. So that we can finance our Pokemon journey with water guns. Anyway. Now that you're down. Ooh, you also want to learn Takedown, but Strength is way better. 23, nice. Nummel. Water gun. There's like no reason to switch. Like at all, there's no reason to switch. Play with fire and get burned. Yeah, buddy, don't play with fire, or else you'll get burned. Okay. We'll go here.